Hey guys, what's up? Dr. Brown 1 here, aka Vic, with a new video. This time I'm going to be doing a Christmas video talking about some of my favorite movies I like to enjoy around the holiday season since we are, a week away or so from Christmas. So this year has totally went by completely fast. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing off some of my favorite Christmas films and some of them are horror, some of them, the cartoons, some of them are the old classic ones. I got VHS, I got Blu-rays, and I got DVDs. Some of them might not be on any. I might not have some of them with me because I probably couldn't find them, or I don't own them. So let's get to it. I got my cup of tea here because I'm battling a sore throat. And so let's get started with some of my favorites. And the first one we got here, of course, is a classic. It stars Daniel Stern, Joe Pesci, and Macaulay Culkin, and that is Home Alone. This is the first one. I also really like the second one. The other ones, nope, don't like them at all. 1 and 2 are the only true Home Alone films to me. Everybody knows this movie. Kevin McAllister, played by Macaulay Culkin, gets left home alone when the family goes off to Paris. They leave him home alone, and he has to fend off these two burglars, the wet bandits, as what Marv would say. He has to fend them off so they don't steal shit from his house. So we all know this film, the traps, everything, the shovel guy, Buzz, your girlfriend, woof. Everybody loves this. It's a classic. Also, Home Alone 2 Lost in New York is another one. Great films. Love them. Great score by John Williams, and very good directing by Chris Columbus. So, yeah, Home Alone. Next one we got here is another classic, and that is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, of course, starring Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Randy Quaid, and it is the story about the Griswolds and how Clark's family and his wife's family all spend Christmas together, and how everything goes completely chaos. Cousin Eddie comes over. We all know the lines in here with the squirrel, the sled scene where Clark greases up his saucer or sled and just completely goes flying down all the way to Walmart. Lots of memorable moments in this one as well, and I'm pretty sure everybody has seen this one. This one is a classic. It is always on in my house around this Christmas time. So National Lampoon's Vacation, definitely another good one. Let's see what else we got here. This one is one of my absolute favorites, if not one of my all-time favorite Christmas films. I love the other two, but this one is certainly one of my absolute favorite, and it stars Bill Murray, and it is Scrooged. If nobody has seen this movie, please watch it. It is awesome. Even though it's not directed by Tim Burton, but it has a very Tim Burton-esque feel to it, because Danny Elfman does the music in here, and if you know Danny Elfman, he does a lot of the Tim Burton films. Definitely give this one a try. Bill Murray plays a Scrooge-esque character, and he runs a TV station, and everything goes to shit in, typical Scrooge fashion. Goes Christmas past, goes Christmas future. It is absolutely hilarious. The special effects in this are really cool, and it's really, really funny. So if you haven't checked out Scrooge, definitely check it out. I highly, highly recommend this one. This one is amazing. Watch it. Especially if you like horror and comedy, and like I said, Tim Burton stuff, even though it's not Tim Burton, it's Richard Donner, I believe. Yes, Richard Donner. Or produced by Richard Donner. Did he direct this? Yes, he did. He did direct it. Okay. So, yeah, Richard Donner film. Okay, next ones I'm going into are... hold on. I got one more I think I should show off. Or a few more. Let me see. Yep, a few more before I get into the animated and some of the horror stuff. Actually, one of them is horror here, so I'll leave that. Kind of horror. But next one we got here is a VHS tape, and that is Tim Allen and the Santa Claus. Another classic. Tim Allen's character knocks Santa off the roof of his house, and he basically becomes the new Santa Claus and has to take over for the one he knocked off the roof. He grows beard, he gets fatter, and everybody knows about this film. Very good. It's a Disney classic. If you haven't seen it, the first one is really good. The sequel, the second one's good. The third one's, it's not that good. But definitely this one right here, the first Santa Claus, is a classic. Definitely check it out if you haven't. Great film. Next one here is, I don't need to explain much about this one, so I'm just going to show it, and that is the Nightmare Before Christmas. Everybody knows this film, so not even going to explain. Of course, I'm a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan because I have my cup here, my Sally cup. I got a bunch of other ones, but yeah, no explaining for this one. Tim Burton produced this, I believe. Was this produced by Tim Burton or screenplay? Yes, it is Tim Burton. Man, I'm losing my mind today. The sickness is getting to me, but excuse me. Tim Burton. Yeah, so Tim Burton produced this and wrote the screenplay and the story, I believe. But yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas, no explanation on this one. And the last things here, we got some TV specials. Yeah, that's all right. I'll go with it. And this is the South Park Christmas specials with Mr. Hanky. Very funny stuff. If you haven't seen these, they're really funny. So yeah, South Park. Next ones we got here are some animated ones. And let's get to those. Of course, these are all on VHS. But we have 3 classics that need no explanation, basically. But Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Frosty the Snowman, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. 3 classics. They don't need any explanation. If you haven't seen any of these, then I'm sorry, your childhood is crap. Excuse me. Next one here we have the Garfield Holiday Collection celebration. Excuse me, and it includes the Halloween, Thanksgiving, and the best one on here is the Christmas one. If you haven't seen the Garfield Christmas special, this is a tradition as well in my house. Every Christmas Eve, we watch the Garfield Christmas special. Absolutely amazing. John takes Garfield and Odie to his family's house on the farm, and just typical Christmas stuff. But it's a true classic and always a tradition in the house. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. I believe it's up on YouTube too. So all right, next one we got here. We got the Muppet Christmas Carol. This is another classic, in my opinion, very cool rendition of the classic Charles Dickens Christmas Carol, just like Scrooge. This is another good one. So if you haven't checked this one out, definitely check it out. Good film. Of course, Jim Henson. Anything Jim Henson's awesome. So getting on to a little bit of horror. I like to throw out Christmas Evil. I don't have that one with me, but Christmas Evil is another good holiday horror film. And of course, I have to throw out Black Christmas, the original. I don't have that one as well, but I do have another one here. But Black Christmas, the original 1970 version, awesome film, much better than the remake, even though I do enjoy the remake, and I do have the remake. But it's a great film. If you like slashers, it's pretty much the granddaddy of all slashers, so check it out. But of course, couldn't do a list without Gremlins. Amazing film. Everybody knows about this one. A lot of these films I really don't need to explain because you should have seen them already, and if you haven't, then I don't know what to say. Just look them up on IMDb. But everybody has seen Gremlins. We all know Gizmo. We all know Stripes in the back, and don't feed them after midnight. Don't get them wet. Gizmo multiplies and makes little evil mogwais, and then they hatch into the Gremlin themselves. They take over the town where Billy lives, and Phoebe Cates' character, I forget her name. I haven't watched it yet, but I haven't watched this in a while yet. So, Gremlins, definitely check this one out if you haven't. It looks amazing on Blu-ray, and this one has some really cool features on it. So, yeah. And like I said before, I have the remake to Black Christmas. Of course, the original is better, but this one is not bad at all. Very guilty pleasure of mine. Has some really cool kill scenes in it, great gore, and it's very, very festive. And the women in this are really really hot. So heads up to Katie Cassidy and Mary Elizabeth Winstead in here. Woo! Beautiful. And another classic, we have the original Silent Night, Deadly Night. Kid witnesses his mother and father being killed. I believe it was on Christmas Eve or it was Christmas Day. I can't remember. But they were on the highway, and the Santa basically kills his parents in front of him. And he, when he gets older, he puts on the suit and pretty much reenacts killing people in the Santa suit. So typical slasher, but great film. Some people probably won't agree, but as a horror fan, I really like it. The sequels, part 2 is Garbage Day. So that's all what I have right now. But I like to throw out some more films that I don't own, but I've watched on TV recently, and that is the Mickey's Christmas Carol, the animated one from, I believe, 1983. The real Ghostbusters one, I do have the Christmas special, where they basically trap the ghosts of Christmas past, future, and so on. And they basically mess up the timeline of Christmas, so the Ghostbusters have to reenact. Well, basically they go back through this portal that they. Let's remember that. Ghostbusters are going home from a job they did. They hit a weird-looking portal that sends them back to Scrooge's time. They encounter Scrooge, and they basically trap the 3 ghosts before they can get everything done with Scrooge. So when they go back to their time, everything is messed up. Scrooge has taken over. Christmas is nowhere to be found. Everybody hates Christmas. And so basically they have to go back into that portal, while Egon has to go into the containment unit to get the ghosts of Christmas, past, future, whatever, back so they can fix everything. So Winston, Ray, and Peter have to actually dress up as these ghosts, and it's pretty hilarious, and it's a really good special. Trying to think of what else I've got. I'm probably missing a lot of Christmas films, but like I said, a lot of the old cartoons, Christmas specials like Rocko's Modern Life, Rugrats, any Nicktoons, any Christmas special that was on like Nickelodeon from the old cartoon era. Cartoon Network has some good ones, Johnny Bravo, Cow Chicken, a bunch of other ones. So, yeah, that's just a few of them. I like to hear what you guys like. What are some of your favorite Christmas movies? Tell me down below. And like I always say, make sure to like Horror Nights Updaters Facebook page, like our YouTube, and make sure to like all the members of Horror Nights Updaters. And remember, if you haven't seen or heard of Psycho Massacre Films, Amazing Spider-Man 2, UV code giveaway, whatever the hell, the code, the inside code for the movie. Definitely check it out. Great guy. Go sign up. Win that film, because I really, really love the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I have it on Blu-ray as well, but if you don't and you want the code, go sign up for Psycho Massacre Films Christmas giveaway. So until next time, guys, this is Dr. Brown 1, aka Vic. I might have a video out the day after Christmas or whatnot to show what I got, or whatever. I'll make some kind of video. So stay tuned for that, guys. Dr. Brown 1, aka Vic. Later.